as display tutorial. Oh, goodness. Excuse me, but I am recording. Anyways, let's go back. Okay, back to Sketchup. You guys might be curious about Sketchup 2025. It's nothing that fancy. Well, let's check it out. First I'll start the pre-design and choose a location. It can take a while to load, so we need some kind of analysis in order to start the site and building design. Here I'm choosing Seoul, Korea. The site context will tell me how the sun will affect us at different times of the year. The east to the west, the equinoxes, in June and December. Of course it differs on which country you are in. Seasons, from winter, spring, summer and fall. So Korea has 4 seasons, and we have guidelines here, how the daylight hours are affecting the site. For example, when I was there, even summer reaches around 29 degrees, but it also rains during the summer. 4 seasons, and we have the wind paths as well. Now architectural response is how the people or the users can tend to respond to the climate. What most humans want is to be outside to enjoy the weather during this type of context. Glazing ratio pertains to more of our glazing, our glass, fenestrations, openings. So the overall recommendation is also placed here during the pre-design, and we have the types of windows as well. Of course, it's up to the architect to choose which one best suits the site based on the project requirements. It gives you the analysis for you to base the problem on. And the best shading strategies by facade can be placed here. So which one is facing June and December equinoxes? In the south facade, we can see like the heat gain, but this can also be analyzed with your energy analysis. So of the types, you can have an overhang, fins, offset panel. So not all of these are only for aesthetics, they're actually supposed to be functional. Even your canopies. That's why we study tropical design in the Philippines as well. So in places with detrimental sun, flat skylights can actually have more solar heat gain. So all of these are having its percentage of use during its lifespan. Air movement, for example, windbreaks. So fences are not only for security, they can also affect the wind path. And just like a matrix, we have the 5 best interventions and how this strategy compares to air movement, heating, lighting, rain cover, sunshade, and windbreaks. Of course, it differs also on the building type, residential, educational, even commercial. I can also download this report as PDF or Excel file for my future use. And because of that, now I'm going to add location and choose where my site is. I'm going to geolocate it, not only the 2D plane, but as well as the 3D mesh. 3D. Now I can see my 3D terrain. Aside from the layers, I can see how they are arranged by model. It's an environment as well, such as that. Just for more features. That's not really path tracing or fully featured render. So my shortcut is Shift 1, or you can do that in View Animation as seen for our bubble diagram. Modeling, components, layout, rendering, extension, preferences, marketing. All of them are organized, INFJ style. Now over in layout, we're gonna choose A3, or I can just update the model reference to disable the environment. Before, if I would like to rotate this rectangle, I would click on that and try to look for the angle or type it in like 45. But now we can use the same letter Q, just like in SketchUp model, and we can rotate it. The same thing with scale and move tool. It can be used like SketchUp, where I double click control and it becomes a stamp. For now, I'm going to draw the lot. For example, the lat lot looks like that. Now if I click on split, it's going to split everything so I can have the lines separately. In the same way, if I click on join or glue, bing, we have it all together. I'd like to clip that. So I have the site over here, but I still want to paste what I had before. Magic rectangle over here. And all I'm going to do is send everything to the back. Right click, arrange, send to back. I can focus on the site, and this is the context. Now if you are used to Photoshop, Illustrator or other software, this might not be new to you. I would like to focus on the lot, which means I would change the stroke into the one that represents lot. I think that would do for now. If you remember our volume tutorials, I'm just making up stuff, like the contour. This is not real contour, but if you check our other videos, you will see how to make a contour map. I went like this, right click, intersect faces with selection, and had something left behind. So if I delete everything, you would see I could have a kind of contour. Hide this and you will see that's my contour line. I would name this dash dash. Oh yeah, and put that over here and save. So add them in 2 different layers. Right click and let's update the model reference. Add my lines. Now I have my contour lines. This is done inside the model. This is done in layout. And if I turn on my layers, I would have the magic rectangle and our background. Side context is blurred out, and I have this one within. Of course, if I turn on the fill, it's gonna look like that. So I have a layer upon layer upon layer. That's why it's called layout, because what you do is to lay it out. Put this in one page, duplicate the page, and start my bubble diagram. So I'd lock everything, lock, and now I can use circles and oblongs and ellipses. Shook, shook, shook. Add, make the stroke smaller, who knows. Now, it doesn't make any sense because I didn't think of how to plan it. Just showed you how layout can produce these ellipses and arrows. The next thing is up to you. Bye bye for now.